breaking out the gloves because we still got a ton more paint to strip, so I'm just going to get to it. You guys saw this in the last one. I'll come back through and finish the trunk out, finish shaping the trunk when I go to finish shape everything else. So for now, I just need to get the paint off so I can start taking wire wheels to the window trim, stuff like that, clearing all that out, taking the wire wheels, the grinders, the scrapers, stuff like that, making sure the rust is out. If not, what I got to patch, what I don't have to patch. Get everything ready that when I get the welder, I can start patch paneling. Oh, yes. That one gray fender, that was nuts. Like, I started to record it, and then I moved the camera because how quick that paint was coming up. It's just, I don't know, some probably cheap spray can. And then underneath it, you notice probably gold. The same gold color that was over there. And the kid said that he just painted it gold when the Bondo fell out. So what, did you paint this fender gold, or just happen to be gold, or I don't know. I'm curious to see how many layers those things have on it. It's the easily replaceable items seem to have a whole ton of paint. Like the trunk, the fenders, and the rest of it doesn't seem too bad. I've knocked through this and it's literally basically the factory paint. So you've got like the sealer primer crap, the weird factory sealant layers. And then you've got a black and a gloss and then a flat black over the top of it. That's seemingly what I'm finding here. Oh, yeah, of course. Can't be nice for very long. I'll let this sit overnight, just because I got other stuff to do. And it'll loosen up some paint. Oh yeah, that primer on the passenger fender was horrible. It literally, I don't know if it's the primer or the way the primer is reacting with the coat underneath it or something, but it's nasty. Like, it's just liquid. I literally have this stuff all over the bottom of my shoes, and I haven't had a problem with the paint sticking to my shoes. Literally, you'd scrape, sweep, scrape, sweep, scrape, sweep. It was horrible. So, tomorrow afternoonish, probably, I'll be back out here, and I'll catch up with you there. I got a little sidetracked. It's been like 24 hours now. Let's unwrap this stuff and see how bad it looks. Very great example of why I'm removing all the paint. So minus the fact that there were so many layers on there, the whole front of it's Bondo. At this point, I'm not worried about it. I think the fender's perfectly fine because it'll kind of have to be modified anyways. Looking at the roof, we have this nice little boogery spot. I don't know what the heck they were thinking. I've scratched the living crap out of the metal, but this is over the top of the primer sealer. They didn't bother taking it down to bare metal. When over here, this whole section that was patched over with a very thin layer of Bondo was bare metal. There was a spot, there's a weld spot right here. I'm not quite sure what this is from. Beats me, I don't know. There was no Bondo over it, but it's obviously, somebody's done something there. I don't know. Passenger side, we have another booger spot right here. again over the top of the primer sealer, which technically it's still good, but I'm going to go ahead and take all that off and see what I can pull out. Oh lordy. So yeah, I showed you the couple problems that I found. That front of that fender was very surprising when I hit the Bondo on it. Whoever did the shaping on it did a really good job. I didn't really see the Bondo till I got down to right before, well, it's right under the red, no, right above, right under, somewhere around the factory paint. And it was like, holy crap. It just kind of, to me, came out of nowhere. The seams along the doors, I expected Bondo there. Only on the driver's side was there Bondo there. But there's so much paint on this. This is taking forever. But I'm glad I'm doing it because I don't have to worry. You know, there's a lot of these little patch pieces that would probably never give a problem. But like the little pinhole in the roof and stuff like that, I'm glad I'm doing it now because in the long run, I don't have to worry about it. I'd be really upset if we got this car done, got it painted, got it whatever we're doing to it, and then all of a sudden, you know, a year down the road, the paint starts to bubble up and I find out that there was rust down there. And that if I just would have taken a little bit more time, I could have fixed it. So, and it's not like I've even been able to find the motor that I want to put in here. I'm still looking. I found a couple, but they were a little too far gone. So I really don't want to start out by building one. I want to get the factory version of the motor in here, get it running, and then later on maybe build it. But at this point, I don't want to build it. That's something I don't want to jump into right now. For the trunk, I think we're going to do a little bit of collab work here. I can't really talk about it because he's still finalizing stuff, but there's another channel that's going to be coming up, and I'm going to be doing some collab work, and he knows metal working. I really don't. This is very new to me. So I think I'm going to take the trunk down to him and have him kind of show me how to read the metal, because there is a read there. Some of it I know how to do, but when it comes to like weird wonky problems that I just, in my head, you know, low spot, heat it up, it'll swell, cool it down, it'll like kind of stretch in and shrink in, but for some reason it shrinks in then pops down. I mean, I can't figure out why it's doing that. And I can't get the floppiness out of it even though I'm shrinking it. I mean, it's, and he tried to explain to me on the phone, and it kind of worked. I mean, you saw it kind of work, but it really didn't work. But yep, project is actually coming along pretty nicely. I'm kind of happy with the progress we're making here. I really don't need to dive into getting the engine bay prepped or finishing up the interior area, because I want to, it's eventually all going to get done, and then I'm going to seal the whole thing. So to do that, the doors, the quarter panels, all of that have to be kind of taken down. I'm not going to go any further than a sealer at this point, but I'm going to hit everything with the sealer and then come back, you know, and do the cage, do the front end, do any kind of metal work. Well, the base metal work will be done, but like, I don't know. I really don't know what order I'm doing it in, to be honest. I'm just kind of jumping around as I go, hey, I want to do this, which is the awesome part about having something like this. At some point, subframes have to come out, all the bushings, bearings, everything, you know, subframe bushings, blah, 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 all are getting replaced. I'm going to address any issues. The steering rack, I actually, at some point, need to send one of them off. I think I'll send that one off first just because it's already out of the car, and this allows me to, if I need to, I can steer the car. Probably don't need to, it's up on dollies, but I'm going to leave you guys there. Hope you guys are enjoying watching paint fall off.
Well, folks, it's time to kick it old school.